Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another night of high school basketball. It is the championship night of the Williamsport Holiday Tournament. Paul Bowe alongside Jeremiah Washington. Jeremiah, it's going to be a good one tonight as the Millionaires are taking on the Paul Public Charter Pirates in tonight's title game.
It's a lot of alliteration there. Paul Public Pirates, but it's going to be a solid game. Williamsport starts out slow last night, but played a pretty solid second half. A lot of things that they can improve upon, but there's a lot of things that they did well that probably have them excited for a shot at the championship tonight.
Yet we are on WebWeeklyLive.com at the bottom of the hour. Also, Hoopers Only TV. This is the Blaze Alexander pregame show. Let's talk a little bit about the Williamsport Millionaires last night. A 66-57 win over Philadelphia Prep Charter. They were led by number 2, Nasir Jones. He had 19 points and a thunderous dunk late in the second quarter that really turned the game around.
Nasir played a very solid game from front to back. You could see that the Millionaires were completely different when he was off the floor because he was the best matchup for Prep Charter stud, number 11.
Jacob Green, I believe.
Jacob Green.
Jake, he hit 35 last night, and Nasir really bumped him around. We talked to him and Cole Johnson, and speaking of Cole Johnson, he electrified the crowd also. 10 points. He had an 8-point stretch where he hit 2 big three-pointers in the second quarter that really made Williamsport separate away from Prep Charter.
Yeah, between the dunk and Cole's hot streak, that was the second quarter surge that got the Millionaires going and eventually led to just a momentum shift going into the halftime.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, you talk about momentum. Evans McQuaid got in foul trouble early. He had 2 quick fouls. They had to take him out. The leading scorer only ended up with 4 points, but really filling in off the bench, Keenan Brown, he had 10 points filling in for Evans McQuaid.
That's why you always have to be ready. Bench players, younger players, a sophomore, Keenan Brown's a sophomore. You have to be ready because you never know when an injury or foul trouble will give you an opportunity to play big minutes. He came through, solid passes, decent ball handling, kept the turnovers down, and did what he needed to do to help the Millionaires get a win. Good job for the sophomore.
And Jeremiah, you talked about senior leadership on this team. Point guard Amir Elzy, 9 points, including some highlight reel passes that would make Kylie Irving proud, I'll tell you that.
Well, you know what? He has a lot of athletic ability and a lot of skill. And it's been fun to watch the maturing process over the years. So we're hoping to see more senior leadership type play as we go down the stretch. As you said, hey, it's not always points. That tough defense and those great passes were really exactly what the Millionaires needed.
And with him penetrating, that set up a lot of dishes underneath, a lot of points in the paint. Nasir had about 8 to 10 points, I believe, to start the third quarter for that run for the Millionaires. But let's talk a little bit about Paul Public Charter Pirates. We're going to just say that 5 times fast, and we'll be tripping over them. They're 5-5. They're out of the D.C. area. They're coached by Blaine James. Last night, a 62-53 win over Christiana High School out of Delaware. This is a very young team. They only have 1 senior on their team. They're very athletic, and they look to push the tempo.
Yeah, they were playing up and down the floor, very athletic. At the beginning of the game, we were looking and it was like, is anybody going to play any defense? That's how fast and up-tempo the game was. They are a little bit different. They had a 2-headed monster. Instead of, one person just pounding it in the paint, they had 2 guards that did a lot of things versatile and effective for them. One having 20 points and one having 23 points. The Millionaires have kind of a different type of defensive scheme that they're going to need to establish to beat this team.
Yeah, you're talking about Xavier Banks, who hit for 20, and Ruben Colon had 23. Inside presence, number 13, Derek Lewis. He's 6'3". He's a junior. He had 7 points, but he controlled the boards last night. This one's going to be tough for the Millionaires. Nasir has some heavy work to do again, as if last night with Mr. Green wasn't enough. He'll be banging with Lewis here tonight.
I mean, it should be fun. I mean, this is a game you probably want to share and get everybody to log in because it should be exciting. Hopefully we see a little bit up and down, maybe a dunk or two, but it should be a fairly evenly matched game, and we'll see what happens.
Well, it's a championship game. It's going to be coming up. We're going to interview Coach Alan Taylor of the Millionaires, and we'll be right back with that interview with Coach Taylor on WebWeeklyLive.com.
We have teamed up with Ford to bring you even more holiday bonus cash on brand new vehicles now until the end of the year. And this is Ford Truck Month, and we have massive savings with up to $13,500 off MSRP on new Ford F-150s. We have new Ford Fusions as low as $19,988 and all-wheel drive Escapes as low as $25,388. All priced at the Blaze Alexander lowest price guarantee, or we'll give you $1,000. So for Christmas cash, no payments until January, and extra holiday rebates, stop and shop to save some green off Route 15 in Mansfield, where we're taking the deals the other guys won't.
To help you celebrate Christmas, Aubrey Alexander Toyota is extending its $500 customer Christmas cash to you, or double down for $1,000 more on your trade. There will be financing as low as 1.9%, rebates up to $3,000 on select models, and we have over 150 new Toyotas to choose from. Or check out our pre-owned vehicles starting at $69.88 with a warranty. Payments as low as $149 a month with zero down. The Christmas cash event going on now, only at Aubrey Alexander Toyota on the Strip in Selinsgrove. And remember, tell them Johnny sent you.
Good evening. This is Jeremiah Washington here again with Coach Alan Taylor at the Williamsport Holiday Classic. This is brought to you by Hoopers Only TV and Webb Weekly Live. Coach Taylor, congratulations on a good win last night. How are the boys feeling?
Boys are feeling pretty excited. I mean, after putting in a good week's work and seeing the fruits of their labor play off, hopefully we'll come out here and we'll continue and play hard and execute and then play together as a team.
Sounds good. Last night, had a little trouble in the paint. What was it, 30 points?
34.
35 points.
34 the night before.
Oh, 35 points by Mr. Green from Prep Charter. What are some things that we're looking at to address that, paint issue?
Well, it's just we have to gang rebound. It can't be just Nas in the paint battling. We need 5 guys on the defensive boards,
okay.
And if they're guys on the perimeter, they need to come down and have 2 people box out one guy instead of just one guy down there battling by himself. Like you said, Green, I mean, he was a man amongst boys on the boards, and tonight will be the same. We have a couple of big guys in there that's what they do, rebound and block shots. So it's going to take a collective effort for us to compete on the boards tonight.
You talked about the two-headed monster tonight. What's the difference between tonight's game and last night's game? Last night being, a workhorse, a guy with overalls on the boards. Tonight we got more of a two-headed monster. How's it different?
Well, it's different because we only had to really try to slow one guy down. It was a difficult task, but no one else was really hurting us as far as scoring is concerned. Tonight they have 2 tremendous guards. Both had 20-plus last night. Well, one had 20, the other had 23. One's a slasher and a shooter. So it's going to be more of our guards doing the job of keeping those guys out of paint. So if their big guys can't, kill us on the boards and get easy dump off or layups, the guards are going to create the offense for the bigs tonight. So our guards are going to have to do the job defensively, keeping these guys out of the paint.
All right, and last but not least, offense is, it's part of the game. Last night we were kind of slow early. They seem to pick it up later on. What is the offensive focus today?
Well, just watching what they did yesterday, and you don't get a whole lot of information playing teams from out of state, but they sat in a zone and they tried to extend a little bit, look for trap opportunities. If that zone is exposed, the middle, we want to try to pound it inside and see if we can't get Nasir involved early, and hopefully our guards will be able to attack the belly and we can play inside out, knock down a couple jump shots early. And that allows us to get into our defense. Open things up for us. So we got to attack this zone and also be aggressive against their 2-2-1-3 quarter. They're going to mix up a 2-2-1-3 quarter and their 2-3 zone. So we attack both of those and make them play man. Hopefully we'll be able to get into some of our motion offense.
All right, this is Jeremiah Washington and Coach Taylor, Hoopers Only TV, Webb Weekly Live. Thanks again, Coach Taylor, and all the best tonight.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you, bro.
You pay what we pay, not a cent more? I don't think so. You're actually gonna pay less. Hi, it's Adam at Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie. It's the Chevy employee discount for everyone until January 2nd. With too many models to list, stop in or check us out online at blazealexanderchevy.com and find out which brand new Chevrolets qualify for less than employee price. You pay what we pay, not a cent more? I don't think so. You're actually gonna pay less, and only at Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie. Lowest price guaranteed. Find new roads.
check it out.
Yup. Shout out Hoopers Only TV.
Hoopers Only TV, baby.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com. Lift your knees. You gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
Family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's Loyal Sock behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Magic Dome, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. It's the championship game of the Williamsport Holiday Tournament. We're a little bit behind, Jeremiah. The last game went into overtime.
Almost a second overtime.
Almost a second overtime, but Prep Charter pulled it out 61-60 over Christiana, which was a fantastic game. Right down the stretch, Williamsport defeated Prep Charter last night, and Paul Public defeated Christiana, thus setting the stage for the title game tonight. Should be a good game.
Should be a good one. I mean, I'm excited to see it. Williamsport seemed to get better as the game went on. First quarter, I wasn't horribly impressed, but I mean, there was big contributions from off the bench, different positions, inside, outside. They looked good by the end of the game.
Yeah, we touched on in the open, Xavion Banks and Ruben Colon, the two-headed monster, as Coach Taylor said, for Paul Public Charter, are going to be the man to stop there. 43 points of the 62 they put up last night. That's 2/3 of the points by my math, and it's going to be a tough – they're the two guys they got to take out to win this game.
Yeah, you know, when it's not just a one-man show, it does cause for a more, I don't know, entertaining game, if you could say that. So I can't wait.
We are on WebWeeklyLive.com, Hoopers Only TV. You can check us out on Facebook or on YouTube. And we're going to turn it down to the public address announcer for tonight's starting lineups for both squads.
Spectators are encouraged to support their teams enthusiastically, but they must remember they are guests of this school and that unruly or disorderly conduct on the part of any fan before, during, or after any sports event will not be tolerated. Food and beverages, except a bottle of water, are not permitted in the gymnasium at any time. Tobacco use is prohibited at all times on all Williamsport area school district.
Just about set to get underway here with the introductions. Just reading the house rules before we start. Millionaire fans still filing in the doors here as we're getting close to tip-off. Late arriving crowd, Jeremiah.
Yeah, you know, and it's kind of interesting to see crowds grow as teams progress through the year.
And there is the two-headed monster, Cologne and Banks. Isaiah Hurd getting the start tonight. Derek Lewis, 7 points last night.
Big guy in the middle.
Chikosi Agagu, 6'5", only a sophomore. James Evans McQuay looking to stay out of foul trouble tonight. Leading scorer for the Millionaires. Tyler Fosnot getting the start tonight. Cole Johnson. And the senior captain, Amir Elzy. All right, we're going to break for the anthem. We'll be right back with the tip-off on WebWeeklyLive.com.
Hoopers Only TV, man. Check it out.
Yup. Shout out Hoopers Only TV.
Hoopers Only
See what y'all
TV,
do.
baby.
Yup, for sure.
Family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyal Sock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. For those
And we're back. Some of those highlights you've seen was that's Minnehaha High School, who will be playing Sierra Canyon High School right here on Hoopers Only TV. If you don't know, obviously the one team had all those highlight dunks and alley-oops. The other team has Zaire Wade and Bronny James on it.
That'll be Saturday, next Saturday on the 4th of January. First game of 2020 for Hoopers Only, and Webb Weekly Live will be down in Loyalsock. Jim Webb and I will be covering Loyalsock and Danville for the first game of 2020. So check out both games, Hoopers Only TV, WebWeeklyLive.com for the local game.
Yeah, I might be getting flown out to that other game. I might cover that one.
Nice. That's what I like to hear, Jeremiah. First class flight, I heard, too.
Yeah, we're working that out.
Oh,
we're
hey.
working that out.
No problem at all. Well, for Paul Public Charter, the Pirates, like I said, that's the tongue twister there.
Triple P.
Triple P,
P
just
cubed.
like Triple H. They are dressed in their navy jerseys with the gold trim and numerals. Paul written across their shirts, and Williamsport wearing the home whites, cherry numerals, and Millionaires written across their chest, and we are set to get underway. Igagu and Nasir Jones will jump center.
You know, I heard a coach say that teams are supposed to put their mascot on their chest for the home jerseys and where they're from on their chest for the away jerseys. Have you ever heard anything like that?
I did, and for high school basketball, it seems to be out the window with that. Even with football, it's different, too. Some of them have the hometown on the front. Some of them have the mascot. Some don't have anything. Some have them on the back of the jersey, but it's all over the place. Tip controlled by the Pirates. That's Cologne, top of the key. Gets it down to Banks. Banks looks to drive. Dishes and stolen away by Johnson. Offensive foul.
Hey, listen, he wasn't afraid. He stepped in there, took that charge. Those were some big plays yesterday as well. Millionaires will take charges.
And that's Banks. He's one of the big guns here for the Pirates. Elzy with the ball across the timeline, right-handed dribble. Millionaires going from right to left on your screen. Tries to force it in, tips it back to Johnson. Johnson for three, in and out. Rebounded by Ugagu. Over to Banks. Banks to Cologne.
Okay.
Cologne being guarded by Fosnot. Back to Cologne. Back to Banks, excuse me. Swings it cross court to Hurd. Hurd backs in. Kicks it back to Banks.
Dead
Good
ball.
defense by Williamsport. Spin move, no good. Missed everything. Ball comes right into the lap of Johnson. Up to Elsie. Elsie passed and tipped away by Derek Lewis. It'll stay here with the Millionaires. Just underway, 7 minutes to go. First quarter, no score.
Good deflection by Paul. If that deflection doesn't get made, that's 2 points for the Millionaires. Good transition defense.
Elsie looks to inbound. Over to McQuay. Back to Fosnot. Three-pointer on the way and in. Rattles it in. Tyler Fosnot, he had one last night. 2 big three-pointers.
For a guy who, like Fosnot, his value is going to be like all over, the court. Offense, defense, controlling tempo, passing the ball. For him to get in the point column early is good because, you're not looking for him just to fill it up point-wise. He's gonna help you in a lot of different ways. So if you can get some points early, that's even better.
Absolutely. Hurd with the ball back to Banks. Banks right-handed dribble to Cologne. Spots free for the three.
And he tried the NBA junk where you kind of
good.
pretend like
Rebound
you
to
fall down.
Gago inside, and he traveled. Nasir inbounds to Elsie.
Oh, it looks like they got like a little half-court trap. They said, let's get him.
Half-court trap, McQuay. Over to Johnson, tipped away, turnover by the Millionaires. Here come the Pirates.
It's a good idea, but you can't telegraph your pass.
Cologne, jumper from the foul line, no good. Rebounded once again by Yagawa, up and in, no good.
Listen, this is good. The Millionaires last night had trouble rebounding the ball, and even though there's a big, strong, tough, athletic kid in there, they're scrapping. I mean, there are people smacking at it, diving on the floor. They're about it.
And Derek Lewis comes up limping out of the pile there. Derek Lewis, a 6'3 junior, forward for this team. Played a really strong game last night. Didn't show up much in the scoring column with 7 points, but controlled the rebound, the boards for the Pirates in their victory last night. Cole Johnson across the timeline.
Oh, nice.
Had a streaking McQuay.
If that pass was had a little more drop on it, that would have been 2 points. Way to break the press.
Elsie to McQuay, back to Johnson. Inside to Nasir. Nasir being double teamed, and they're going to call it jump ball.
It's probably
on
a good ball. It's probably a good call. Yeah.
And it's going to stay here with the Millionaires. 5:38 to go, 3-0. Williamsport leads. Elsie will inbound from under his own basket. Paul Bowl, Jeremiah Washington here in Williamsport. Nice cutting move by McQuay. Missed it, and here come the Pirates. Here comes Banks. Oh, turnover. 2-on-1 for the Millionaires. Gives it up to McQuay. No good. Cole Johnson follows. No good again. Rebounded by Johnson.
Fighting. And Banks, they're fighting. Good hustle.
And another jump ball. This time it's going to go to the Pirates again. Last night in the first quarter, Williamsport could not buy a basket in the paint, and that's how it started off here the first 3 minutes again. Good looks, but nothing's going down for the Millionaires.
Oh, and they're going to deny the inbounds to their best players. Oh, James McQuay.
They call it jump ball again.
Yeah, James McQuay makes a great defensive steal, gets banged around, and, that actually was a jump ball, but he's kind of like, didn't I get bumped beforehand? Wasn't there something illegal beforehand?
Elsie to Johnson, back to Fosnot. Now we'll set up again the offense for the Millionaires.
2-3 defense the Millionaires are looking at.
Trying to get the ball to Nasir down low. Nice move blocked by Ugawu. And loose ball comes down to Lewis. 3 minutes in, 3-0.
Good block by Ugawu. Took the bump Nasir Jones gave him.
Banks drives off-balance shot, rebounded, and an over-the-back foul.
That's not what he wants to do. If he is their rebounding anchor, he does not want to pick up silly things like that early in the game.
And now Jason coming into the game for the Millionaires. Played some good minutes last night.
Yeah, played some good minutes. Some solid defense.
Up there, and there's a turnover again. Banks steals it. Banks layup up and in. Elsie with the ball. Here comes the trap now. Swings it cross court to Nasir. Nasir takes it himself to the hole, up and in. That's when Nasir's at his best, when he isolates one-on-one there, takes it to the hole strong.
What I like is he just got his shot blocked, but he did not let that change him. He attacked.
Millionaires on a break. Count it. Elsie to Fosnot and the foul. And he'll go to the line to shoot one.
Yeah, as I was saying, some, players think too deeply about getting their shot blocked. He went right at the player that, got him last time. Ended up with the 2 points. Banks having a little trouble early in this game. Has 2 points, but
yeah, the whole team seems a little off for the Pirates.
Hey, maybe that nice hotel stay in downtown Williamsport. I was in high school before.
Wassenaw completes the three-point play. 8-2 Millionaires lead. 4:12 to go in the first. Coming into the game, Dalmir Payne. 5'10 junior. Back to Banks. Banks up to Cologne.
Good overhead pass.
Cologne spin move down low.
Move.
Couldn't get it to fall, and a rebounder comes down to Jason. Up to Elsie. Here come the Millionaires looking to run. Oh, nice move. Broke him down. Pass down low. Evans too far under the basket. Back to Fossenot. Swings it over to Nasir Jones, being triple teamed. Back to Elsie. 3-ball on the way. No good. Tipped around.
Fighting in there.
2 Millionaires come down with it. Nasir Jones lays it up and in. 8-point lead for Williamsport. Here comes Payne. Payne over to Banks. Banks being guarded by Elsie, really close there. That's way outside to Lewis. Back to Payne, top of the key. Swings it over to Lewis again. Lewis kicks it back to Payne. Payne drives, off balance shot, no good. Rebounded and comes down with it is Nasir Jones. Elsie looking to slow it down a bit. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's been all Williamsport, 10-2.
It's 10-2, but it's a competitive 10-2, Paul has been, battling defensively.
Bossing up back to Elsie. Bounce pass in low to Nasir. Batted around. Strong, and there's a block again by Igawa. That's his second of the game. Here comes Banks. Banks out to Cologne. 3-ball on the way. That's short. Rebounded by Payne. Back inside the Banks. Lays it up and in. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. 10-4 Williamsport leads. We'll be right back after a word from Dolly's Diner.
Family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's Loyal Sock behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs coffee and peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
Van Campen Motors, downtown Williamsport. Downtown Williamsport, great selection of Jeeps, great selection of Dodges. Check them out if you need a vehicle. And we're 10-4 here at the Magic Dome.
Keenan Brown checks into the game, had 10 last night.
Good contribution to an off-the-bench sophomore. I was proud of him.
Jason back to Elsie. Elsie took his eye off the prize. Ball almost went backcourt. Good
save. And you
know
what? It's not over till it's over. You see the play through. He almost had a turnover, but stayed with it, and, they have the ball back.
Brown over to Evans McQuay. Back to Jason. Back to Brown. Inside to Nasir.
Kick.
Nasir strong up and in. He is so strong.
Yeah, Nasir going to break him off a little something. He says, I'm not going to be intimidated by, your athleticism and your ability to block shots. And that was like, I feel like I was watching Shaq and a Fool there. Wow.
He fell right on top of the ball, but here comes the Pirates. Lewis misses the layup. Payne.
Oh, my goodness.
One-hander, no good. Igawi underneath, slams it home. Wouldn't miss that one, right underneath.
That was an impressive dunk that was not, flashy. He just jumped straight up on a vert.
Down low to Nasir.
Good ball movement.
Had a cutter, Elsie. Elsie now, and there's a foul on Cologne. They got 5 fouls already.
So let's have the replay. Oh, doesn't seem like it's coming through. See if we can get that dunk replay maybe later on or halftime or something.
Elsie back, three-pointer on the way from downtown.
College three.
No
Rattles
good.
out.
Rebounded up to Payne. Payne being guarded by Brown. The body and the foul, and Payne will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that was a good advance pass by Paul. High school, they got up the floor quickly, trying to get some cheap points. Millionaires can't, any team, you can't just give ticky-tack fouls in transition that allow people to get shots up.
12-6, Millionaires lead. Payne shooting 2 from the line. First one on its way is good. 12-7, Millionaires lead by 5. Fossenot checking into the game, giving Elsie a break.
Like I said, it was a competitive 10-2. Now it's 12-7. Paul wasn't being dominated. Their shots weren't falling, and Millionaires were doing some good things.
Second one rattles around the rim and out, but Banks gets the rebound. Back to Payne, sets it back up to Cologne.
That's a count. He should be counting. Yeah, it's 6.
Back out to Xavion Banks, 6'1 junior forward. Dropped 20 last night in the game. Over to Payne. Thought about the 3. Now backs out. Good defense by Brown. Back out to Banks. Banks puts it on his hip. Tries to pass it down low, and another dunk again by Igagu underneath.
And he's so matter of fact. I mean, Nas Jones' dunk last night was like everybody's screaming, and I mean he dunks it so easily. It's almost like a foul shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Swings across court. Cole Johnson for 3. No good. Tipped around. Could have had it over the back there. No call. Here come the Pirates. 12-9. Getting their legs underneath them now. Banks jumper from the foul line. That's hard. Tipped around again, and Cole put a nice body on Igawa there, put him down on the floor.
Well, yeah, he boxed out, and Igawa just jumped, and it kind of looked like he tried to undercut him, but I don't think it was malicious.
Brown 3 at the buzzer, no good. We played 1 here at the Magic Dome, 12-9.
Not a bad first quarter.
Millionaires lead. We'll be right back with the second quarter. 60-second timeout.
Only TV, man. Check it out.
Yup. Shout out Hoopers Only TV.
Hoopers Only TV, baby.
Once again, January 4th. Yesterday I was saying June 4th.
I was wishful thinking.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was June 4th.
Yes, January 4th. Minnehaha from, I believe, Minnesota, and Sierra Canyon from California will face off. That'll be a highlight-filled game. And then we'll also have Danville and Loyal Sock.
And that was a great game. That was Loyal Sock's one loss last year in the regular season was the Danville.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, the Elijah Gare, Aiden Gare, and the Ali brother. They got 2 sets of brothers that are,
the brothers Ali, absolutely.
Yes,
Yep.
2 sets of Ali brothers and Gare brothers are doing some big things, So maybe there's going to be some cohesion things that allow them to slip past Danville this year.
Loyal Sock still undefeated on the early season. Danville, I believe, has 1 loss, possibly 2, but they have a lot of their starters back too, so it should be a good one. And we got a good one going here. 12-9, just starting the second quarter. Payne back on the line, shooting 2.
Back on the line.
First one up and good. 12-10, Millionaires lead. The Pirates on a little bit of a run here. It was 10-2.
It's an 8-2 run that they're on right now.
Good rotation on the ball by Payne. Second one good, very good shooting the ball from the line is Dalmar Payne.
Jones is back in the game.
Evans McQuaid been very quiet for 2 games here. Got to get him the ball. Let's see him do something here.
Now listen, Jones is in the game, and
all starters back in the game here.
The center for Paul is not in the game.
No, he's out.
So this might be when you want to swing in and feed the post.
Bowler is in the game now for the Pirates. Number 11, Trick Bowler. Nasir,
I tell you what, it shouldn't be on 5. It should be on 0. Oh, they called it on 5 though.
That's his second on Banks.
I thought it was 0 that had
No, they
his
called it
on.
on 0. They did call it on 0.
They did call it on 0. Okay.
Yep. Fard Garrett.
Yeah, Banks's block was clean, but it was the off
shooting
arm.
68% on the line for the year.
Yeah, we got to get that to 70.
Misses the first one. Second one on its way and good. 13-11 Millionaires lead. Banks will bring it up, pushes the ball, being guarded by Elsie. Cross-court pass. A little too much mustard on that one and a turnover.
Yeah, when passes don't have any drop, they continue to go up as they go out of bounds. They continue to ascend. There's really no way to catch them.
Evans McQuaid inbound over to Elsie. We've seen some flying here the last 2 days. Some of these kids, they could jump out of the building. Over to Evans McQuaid, swings it down to Tyler Fossenot, back to Elsie. Elsie to Cole Johnson. They're collapsing there.
Ooh.
Elsie floater in the lane, up and in. They're collided. 4 guys on Nasir Jones down low. They just pulled that zone back. There's a turnover by Elsie. Elsie for 3 from the corner.
Ooh.
Count it.
That is a 5-point burst by Elsie.
You talk about senior leadership. Timeout on the floor. 18-11. Williamsport leads. 6:37 to go and a half. WebWeeklyLive.com.
Savings this big only comes once a year. And that's at the Blaze Alexander Kia Holiday Sticker Event. For a limited time only, Alexander Kia is offering savings up to 25% off MSRP on select in-stock models, or rates as low as 0% for 66 months. You'll also find the best warranty in the business at Alexander Kia, with coverage for 10 years or 100,000 miles. Make the most of every mile and take a trip up the creek for the Blaze Alexander lowest price guarantee.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Bowe, Jeremiah Washington, 5-point swing there for the Millionaires. You talk about it all the time, Jeremiah. Senior leadership right there. Amir Elsie hits the 3, lays it up and in, and it's a 7-point lead just like that for the Millionaires. Payne with the ball. Back over to Cologne. Cologne for 3, too long. Rebounded by Evans McQuaid.
And James, that was a very smart box out by James. He did not have position, so he boxed the guy out under the basket. So if it didn't fall very close to the rim, he was going to get the rebound. That's kind of what happened.
Elsie swings it over to
Good
Evans
swing.
McQuaid. Back to Tyler. Swings it across court to Elsie. Back to Evans McQuaid. Tyler's going to shoot a 3. Long range.
And there's another one by Fosnot.
That's 2 of them for the game. He has 7 actually.
No, he had a layup, so he had 8.
Oh, you're right. Yep, forgot about the layup. Palmer down. Payne changes directions, lays it up and in.
Takes the bump, finishes off the backboard. Good layup.
Once again, that half-court press. Williamsport breaks an easy cross-court pass over to Jason. Jason back to Elsie. Elsie looks so good running the point for this team. He makes everything happen. Swings it to Cole in the corner. Tries to get it down low to Evans McQuay. Back to LZ. Tyler thought about the three again. Now backed it out. Right wing extended. Over to LZ. Oh, nice head fake. Drives, dishes.
Ooh.
And it's going to be a turnover there off the hands of Al Kabir Jason.
You know, I mean, Amir's doing a great job of being patient, and then when the top of the zone isn't paying attention, he splits it. That's actually a challenging thing to do, and he split the top of that zone, fairly athletic zone, 2
Williamsport
times.
now, half-court press. Payne up across to Lewis. Back in the ball game. Back out to Banks, backs it out once again, being guarded by LZ. Goes between his legs. Lewis with the screen. Williamsport switches. Down the baseline goes Cologne, and they're going to call a blocking foul there.
Team rushes to pick him up, but he's got his back.
21-13, 4:53 to go before the half. Our championship game here in the Williamsport Holiday Tournament. Williamsport and Paul Public Charter out of the D.C. area. They are the Pirates. Referees trying to restrain some order here.
Yeah, see, this is what happens. Sometimes they try to make a stack and, like, hug each other.
And he's not letting them in.
Legally, they have to let a defender in. So, really, it's kind of just like a bump chest, you know, kind of,
Johnson trying to get, look at this.
And actually, it's challenging to get out of there, but by creating space.
Tell you what, LZ, the smallest guy, did the limbo there. He got in.
Yeah, by showing space, you're just kind of showing them that you're not gonna relent.
They just called a foul on Evans McQuay. They called a hold on that. Oh, they called it on Cole. Here we go again. Back out to Cologne. Over to Banks. Banks trying to shake LZ to no avail. Back to the 5 seconds they're calling, and there's the 5-second call there.
Yeah, that's a tremendous effort right there. It's a really hard thing to do. Stay with a live, active ball handler for 5 seconds within 6 feet. That's a great job.
Nasir coming back into the game. Once again, Al Kabir Jason giving some great minutes off the bench, giving Nasir a blow.
Knows his roles, playing it fairly well.
Over to Fosnut. Pass down
there
low.
You go.
Cole Johnson at the doorstep, up and in.
That's just like they practiced.
Biggest lead of the game, 10 for the Millionaires.
You know, you get a middle pass, you get a cross pass, you get somebody streaking down, and, they tell the Paul defense to bring it on.
Once again, tenacious defense. Payne for three. That's short, missed
air
everything.
ball.
LZ looking to run. Surveying the court. Now drives, and they're going to call a reach.
Yes, yeah, and I tell you what, that's the game today. I remember back when I was in high school, that arm bar was completely legal.
He's going to be shooting one-on-one. LC had 53% as of last night's game from the field, or from the line, excuse me. One thing about last night's game, Williamsport did not shoot foul shots well. I believe they were 8 for 19, under 50%.
That's what made the game closer than it needed to be in the middle.
Yep. And down the stretch, you know it, Jim Webb says it all the time, foul shots have got to happen come playoff time.
And listen, the foul shots that you blow early in the game can bite you at the end.
Not even close on that one. 10-point Millionaire lead. 4 minutes to go in the half. That's Cologne with the ball.
Oh, very nice. Tries
Nice
to kind of
defense.
back him down a little bit, try to, force his way in there.
Zuriel Holmes also in the game. They're going to have it out here on the floor on Cole Johnson. That's going to be his second.
Yeah, you know what? Cole had his hands up in the air, and I know he's a little bit frustrated because, hey, the aggressive Paul guards come off the screen hard, and he gets bumped, and he's like, hey, it's not my fault. Ain't my fault.
Once again, the stack play here.
And once again, this is what gets.
Oh, wow.
This is what makes it a little bit chippy and shows that, hey, I'm ready to compete. It's about showing that you're ready to compete.
They had a 4-on-1 break for the Millionaires and a foul. and he'll be shooting. They're going to call it on the floor. They didn't call in the motion of shooting. So Evans McQuay will shoot one-on-one, and we stressed last night James has not been very good from the foul line the first 7 games. But, hey, got to start somewhere. Too good of a player not to be a good foul shooter.
Yeah. Way to find the silver lining, Paul.
Oh, nice boards by Nasir. A lot of contact, no call. Lewis comes down with the rebound.
A lot of contact, no call. He's in there battling. He's a warrior.
Yep. Here comes Banks. Banks over to Cologne. It's been basically the give and go to him with Igawu spread it in. Drives down the lane. Contested shot up and in for Banks. 3:14 to go before the half. Millionaires by 8. Elsie with the ball between his legs. Little shake and bake. Nice no-look pass at the doorstep. And Jason will go to the line.
Way to use a little bit of hang time and get the bump, keep the ball on the outside shoulder. That's very nice.
Coach James for Paul Public Charter has to be careful. He was halfway out on the court on that one. Referee just gave him a warning and told him to go back on the bench.
Yeah, he's a little bit outside the box, a little bit.
A little bit. He was at the top of the hat there. First one, no good. Millionaires once again struggling from this line, Jeremiah.
Yeah, it seems to be like a plague, like a disease almost. It's almost like, one person loses their confidence at the line and everybody else starts doubting themselves.
This lead would be a lot bigger if they hit their foul shots, but a 9-point lead nonetheless. 3 minutes to go. Cologne from the corner, 3. No good again. Missed. That's the second one that missed everything. Inside to Igagu.
Yeah, he's a soldier in there.
Yeah, 24-17.
But I thought that Fosnot had that thing long enough that it should have been a jump ball.
Could have been. Now LZ will reset. 2:37 to go, 7-point lead for the Millionaires. Over to Evans McQuay, swings it to the top of the key. Jason thought about it. Back to Elzy. He'll take the 3 and drain it. Amir Elzy for 3.
That's his range. That's his range.
Lead back up to 10. Cologne being trapped. Here comes that Millionaire trap. Fossina like a dog foaming from the mouth there. He's all over the court.
Oh, yeah, there's no limit to how far he'll come off that box. Hey, look, he's at the press box right now.
Yeah, he's all over the place. And now they're going to, what was it called there? They called an offensive foul? Yeah, offensive foul. So they will not be shooting on an offensive foul. Elzy with the ball over to McQuay Evans. Back to Jason, up and in.
What a strong take. These are the bench contributions that win, tournaments.
Three-pointer on the way. That's the third one that has hit absolutely nothing from Cologne. Here come the Millionaires. Turnover, Cologne, though, nice. Way to keep his head up. No good. Can't buy the basket there. Ball kicked around. Fossinot comes down with it. Minute 30 to go. No look past Nasir Jones for 3. Count it. Nasir is heating up.
The Millionaires are starting to play confidently. Coach Taylor looks like, well, that's not the shot I wanted you to take, but okay.
32-17, biggest lead of the night. Swings it way across court to Lewis. Head fake, back to Payne in the corner. Payne over to Banks. 1:06, clock running.
And that burst kind of gives them a nice lead to go into halftime with. Like I said, momentum played a big part of last night. Maybe it could play a part of this night.
Cologne, baseline jumper, no good. He's off tonight.
Yep, over the back. Very nice. A good oh.
They're going to call that on Tyler.
No, and this is what they call it. If you displace somebody who's in the air, they're calling that now. Because they don't want things to look like an undercut or people to get hurt.
51 seconds to go.
If you were getting, like when I played, if you were getting boxed out and you jumped in the air and hit the deck, that was your fault.
Right.
But now it's almost like in wrestling. Like when you pick a guy up, you got to see him safely to the mat.
Yep.
It's like,
no more body slams.
Well, except for in your league.
Absolutely. 44 seconds to go. Clock running. LC guarding. Banks doing a tremendous job this half. Banks strong move with two guys hanging on him.
Very strong move. I'm like, how did he make that one?
Evans McQuay kicks it back. Over to Nasir. They're going to play for one shot here.
Now listen, this is some maturity right here. They had numbers, but it wasn't a clean look. So it's like, hey, listen, we'll take the last one.
Over to Nasir, back to LZ, 17 seconds, clock running. Over to Evans McQuay. Back to Nasir. Tyler has it top of the key. Oh, nice pass. Oh, Nasir Strong gets his own rebound up and in.
No limit soldier.
James Evans McQuay, what a pass to Nasir Jones. Long shot at the horn, no good. We're at the half here at the Magic Dome, 34-19. The Millionaires lead. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Cammie Rooney, broker owner of RE/MAX West Branch, and I'm here today to talk about a new program called Heroes Home Advantage that's exclusive to Lycoming County. And I'm also here with Mike Lee from Susquehanna Community Bank. And this program is great because it helps heroes on the front line for us every day. And what we do is we give back 20% of the commission on the realtor side to the hero. And Mike, what do you have at the bank as far as the program?
Well, first off, we're glad to partner with RE/MAX, and Cammie, thank you very much for the partnership. And at closing, we'll give up to $700 back to that hero in our community. And that also, just keep in mind who these heroes are. These are folks who make our community better and safer.
Absolutely. And to qualify to be a hero, it includes the military, whether it's active, retired, or a veteran, law enforcement, first responders, healthcare professionals, and who else, Mike? Anybody I'm missing?
There's another great category too, Cammie, and that's our teachers that are out there.
Awesome.
So we include them in the program as well. So it's a very broad group, and we're just really excited to give back to the community. Our name, Susquehanna Community Bank, has that, obviously, the community name in there. It's a great way to partner with you and give back to the community.
That's great. And RE/MAX West Branch felt that we could really give back to the community because we live and work in this community every day, and these people are on the front line for us, so this is our way of giving back to them.
And the timing's really good for us, by the way. Susquehanna Community Bank, our 7th branch is opening here soon on the Golden Strip. So we're an independent local bank. We formerly known as West Mountain State Bank. We rebranded last year to Susquehanna Community Bank. And we love our independence, and that's the plan for us to have the 7th branch open with ribbon cutting in October.
That's great. So you can call Susquehanna Community Bank or RE/MAX West Branch at 570-321-1010 and check out these great listings. Here's some of these active listings that we currently have at RE/MAX West Branch. And whether you're a first-time home buyer, a move-up buyer, or somebody that's downsizing, call us for all of your real estate needs today. We would be glad to help you.
Coach Washington here with the local legend, one of our alumni here at Williamsport High School, Hoopers Only TV, WebWeeklyLive.com. Jihad Thomas, how are you this evening, John?
I'm great, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a little time, Jihad. So, let's just kind of catch up. A lot of people remember all the great times we had here in the Magic Dome, all the big games, beat teams from all over the Northeast in this gym, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, some good times.
Yes, sir, good times.
And you know what? So let's talk about where you've been since. So, University of Massachusetts at Lowell.
Yes.
What was your major there?
It was in liberal arts with a minor in psychology.
Sounds good. You were one of the transitional classes into a new conference. new classification, and your senior year you even seen the conference tournament. What was that like in that transition?
It was a big transition at first just because my school went from Division II to Division I, and I thought it was a great opportunity for me to go in there as a young guy and lead a team and just take advantage of that. And, having a great foundation here at Williamsport Area High School, it put me in great position to be where I'm at today. So I'm just thankful.
Yeah, I mean, we were in a transition then, and you finished up with some very strong games and some very strong runs in the playoffs. And it was just exciting watching that, being the first group of Division I recruits that school ever had, and seeing their conference tournament for the first time. Now, after school, you get an opportunity to play in Europe. Tell us what that was like.
So I had the opportunity to play in the Ukraine and in Germany, but my first year, going into the Ukraine, I suffered an ACL injury. And so I talked it over with my agent and my mom, and we thought that the best decision was to, come home and kind of have the surgery home and go through the whole recovery process and whatnot. And I took on another challenge, with that injury. I've had that injury before, and I put my mind to the task at hand, which was, to come back better than I did before. And that's when I signed my next contract over in Germany. So, again, I'm thankful and blessed just to have the opportunity.
Yeah, and I know recovery is a journey in and of itself, and you grow a lot with recovery, right?
Absolutely.
So, last but not least, if anybody follows you on any social media, they know you're doing a whole lot of inspirational, motivational things. Tell us about that. What started that?
It was when I got injured in the Ukraine, just realizing that for a minute I thought that basketball was just everything, just for me, and without it that I would have nothing, But once I had that realization that basketball was just a little blimp on what life has to offer, that's when I realized that I wanted to, just help in any way that I possibly can. And that was just the first thing that came to my mind. I thought I had, a decent amount of knowledge from the experiences that I've had. And I just want to pass that down and just share with the younger guys. So that's where I'm at today.
So there you have it. Williamsport legend Jahad Thomas, basketball player, University of Massachusetts Lowell, recovered from his injury, and now is a pretty holistic guy, motivating whoever wants to tune in. What's your channel called?
Well, I don't specifically have a channel yet, but you can follow me on Instagram at Jahad_Thomas.
All right. It's Coach Washington, Jahad Thomas, Hoopers Only TV.
Hoopers Only TV, man. Check it out.
Yup. Shout out Hoopers Only TV.
Hoopers Only TV, baby.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Lift your knees. You gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
Family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's Loyal Sock behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
For one of the safest and best winter cars on the highway, look no further than Blaze Alexander Subaru. With our best-in-class symmetrical all-wheel drive and with fuel economy as high as 36 miles per gallon and interest rates as low as 0%, with your help, this should definitely be December to remember. And with the Share the Love event in full swing from now until January 2nd, Subaru will donate $250 to purchase or lease a selected national or hometown charity. So if you're looking for a great investment, invest in a Subaru and take advantage of Subaru Share the Love event going on at Blaze Alexander Subaru in Montoursville.
Blaze Alexander Ford year-end tax eliminator. That's right, the time of year where we got to liquidate inventory or pay money to the IRS, and we'd rather give it to you than the IRS. Get into a new F-150 truck with discounts up to $15,177. How about a new 2020 Ford Explorer with a discount up to $8,577? Over 450 new and used vehicles to choose from at the lowest prices of the year, and always get the most.
Alexander Family Dealerships with the tax eliminator. Another good car option. First half, Millionaires go into halftime with a 34-19 lead. And it was a pretty competitive half, but, Millionaires got that momentum going before they went in, just like last night, Paul.
Yep, 22-10 second quarter run. Nasir Jones leads all scorers with 12 points. And for Public Charter, Banks has 8. 3 players scored for the Pirates. That's it. Ruben Colon, he had 23 last night. He has 0 tonight. And he's been frustrated by Fossadon mostly the game.
Yeah, I tell you what. Well, the Millionaires, I mean, just look at this. I mean, look at all the people who touch the ball. Look at all the options they're waiting for, their best shot. We've got people off the bench who have scored, so that might attribute to some of the distance in between the two teams.
Oh, no.
Can't leave him open.
Yeah, wide open, missed, rebounded by Nasir Jones.
Good pass. Oh, but you know what? Nice deflection. Nice deflection. I think number 12 had deflected it.
And it's going to be a turnover regardless, and Payne is going to inbound. Full court press now for the Millionaires. Up to Banks. Elsie's been on him all night. He's been all over him.
Yeah, I tell you what, Banks hasn't been able to get anything pretty, but he's been able to use his strength to get some, pretty, gritty drives.
Yeah, his 8 points have been all inside. Now back to Cologne. He's taken a lot of shots, has not got one to fall. Agagu inside, and he will go to the line to shoot 2.
I tell you, that young man right there had 2 dunks that, wow. They weren't even, exciting. He just made it look so easy. That's how athletic he is. Made it look easy. Just jumped, no step, just straight up. Bang.
First one is off the bank and in.
And he caught it. I think.
I saw him call it. Yep, that counts. 34-20.
I'm lying. He just threw that thing.
Second one on its way. That's hard off the back iron.
Yeah,
Cole Johnson cleans the glass. Over to Elsie. Millionaires, no problem with this press for the Pirates breaking it. Over to Fossadon. He has 8 on the night.
Yeah, and you know what? Coaches have the things they like to do, but then they have to evaluate. Am I just wasting my guy's energy? This third quarter and that press has done nothing for you.
Oh, nice pass, nice cut.
And look at the hesitation.
Elsie,
nice.
He has 10 now on the night.
Don't foul him. Good drive, good pass.
Gawu underneath, missed the dunk.
Earth.
What? Oh, good heads up by Payne. He spiked it off the foot of Nasir Jones. It'll stay here with the Pirates.
Yo, that kid jumps let me just jump up here. It's like a layup to him.
Cologne thought about the long 3. Down runs and still can't get one to fall, but he'll try to hit 2 from the line. Ruben Cologne, 5'11", sophomore guard.
He got some Stark technology in that shoes. Something. Because it's just like he just lifts.
First one up and good for Cologne, his first point of the night.
And they're going to get him. Actually, you know what? They're going to get big man back just to play some defense. Don't do anything slick. Don't, run some kind of break or trick play. I'm going to have the big guy back to, help me out for defense. Keenan Brown, once again, had a good night last night. Making some good progress as a young man. First varsity experience.
Brown with the ball, cross to Cole Johnson.
Yeah, and once again, they've got to ask themselves, am I just wasting my kids' energy? Because I don't know what they're getting out of this press.
Back to Nasir, swings it, left wing extended, now to the top of the key to Evans McQuay.
Oh, and he slid. That's a good hustle play. Is that Cologne?
They're going to call it travel. I thought he was calling a foul here.
Is that Cologne?
That is Banks.
Banks. You know what? Yeah, his teammates are giving him high fives, and they should, because that's a great hustle play. He just landed on his back, and, a dry jersey after halftime dried up a little bit. It's going to slide across the floor, and that's a travel.
Johnson with the ball to McQuay.
Millionaires running the play where they're going to spread. They're going to spread Paul High School out, and they're going to cut, look for some driving lanes, swing the ball back and forth. It's been working thus far. They've been getting decent looks.
Absolutely.
That 2-3, I'm guessing, PPP gave up on.
Yeah, they're going man here now.
Oh, no, they're back in the 2-3.
Yep.
As I say that, they go back to the 2-3. But you know what? Some teams will do a 2-3 just for inbounds.
Pass up ahead to Payne. Payne should have went right up with that one. Pass inside. Godwin Payne gets his own and up and in.
Good scrappy play.
Dalmir Payne, he has 7 on the night. Back to Elsie. Elsie to Brown. Takes it across the timeline. Millionaires coming from left to right on your screen. Elsie drives, nice dish down low. Nasir Jones
pass.
Up and in. He has 14 on the night for Nasir. Had 19 last night. Banks, nice pick.
And he's got people with him.
4-on-1 break.
He's going to take
for
it
the
himself.
Millionaires. Cole Johnson
Good
lays
follow,
it in.
Cole Johnson. He's set up for the charge, and, he had the athletic ability to slide beside him, so he didn't charge. Nice layup.
Banks lays it up and in. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break also. 40-26, Millionaires lead.
Dolly's Diner.
Family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyal Sock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
All right, we're back here at the Magic Dome, 40-26, 4:32 to go in the third quarter. Millionaires by 14, Jeremiah.
Hey, next time you come to Williamsport, Dolly's on me, all right, man?
All right, sounds good.
Now back to basketball.
Johnson, easy, breaking the press over to Nasir. Oh, nice steal by Payne.
You know what?
Payne goes in.
Yeah.
Call a blocking foul. Good call on that.
Yeah, he leaned a little bit. Almost, he didn't completely step out of the way, but he kind of leaned in a manner that.
Dalmir Payne is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
That young man stays on the line.
Yeah, he has 7 on the night. He is 4 for 4 from the line. Payne, good rotation. Again, he's the 6th man here coming off the bench. First one up and good. Dalmir Payne, he did not start the game tonight. (40-27). Second one is on its way, and it is good. Points 8 and 9 for Dalmir.
Got it. Pull it. Nice.
Johnson lays it up and in. Cole Johnson cutting to the basket.
Millionaires waste no time. They're going to hustle the ball up the floor, and they end up getting a layup.
Here comes
and there's
the double.
A trap.
Cologne cross-court pass, and they're going to get Nasir on that. Hit him right in the chops, Jeremiah. You know what we say in wrestling on that? You know where he'll be spending the rest of the winter?
Where?
Camp Chipatooth.
Oh, man. Well, I asked for that, too. All you guys who witnessed that, and I asked for it. So that was quality. It was a great, they call them dad jokes these days.
Oh, nice move by Cologne. Spinning move, hard off the glass.
Spin
no
cycle.
Good. Ball bounces around. Cole Johnson comes out. Millionaires 3-on-2 looking to run again. Oh, man.
Right,
Johnson lays it up and in.
Okay.
Thought he was going to really ram that one home. He kind of just finger rolled it in.
It still looked good because he has that like Gumby type of build on all those arms and legs.
44-28. Cole Johnson has the last 6 here for the Millionaires. He has 8 on the night. Running one-hander by Banks. Goes in.
I will give Banks credit. He can sense, he can see that charge being set up for him, and he just kind of slips to the right side and doesn't run into him. Good body control by Banks.
Pass to Fosso, over to Johnson, back to Elzy. He's going to back it out. Now direct traffic. Millionaires starting the motion. Up by 14, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Jason thought about it. Elzy will take the 3. A little short. Batted around. Good fight by
hustle.
Cole Johnson underneath. And a foul. Are you going to call Johnson on that?
I'm not
That's
sure.
good hustle, though, by
I know.
Cole Johnson. He's really turned it up.
Yeah, when you got that strong rebounder in there like that.
That's his 3rd foul. Elzy's going to take a break. And Evans McQuay coming into the game.
Yeah, when you have a strong rebounder in there like that.
Thank you, Carl. Carl quoting us there, saying we're doing a good job, Coach.
Yeah, you know what? I try my best. And
hey, Carl's a long-time
all
listener. That's all you can do, right?
That's all I could do. And it's good to be appreciated sometimes.
Sure, absolutely. Carl Eisworth listening once again. Big fan of Webb Weekly Live.
Oh, you know what? That could have went either way.
And they called a block.
That could have went either way. It did look definitely block-ish. But, you could say that Banks was kind of forcing his way in there, kind of like a fullback, a position that is, kind of being outsourced now.
Absolutely. Fullbacks are non-existent. And
just in special situations you'll see them.
49ers still use a fullback a lot. That's why they're winning games. Oh, nice pass to Lewis. Underneath, but good defense by Johnson. Thank God he didn't blow the whistle. That would have been 4 on Cole. 2:35 to go, 14-point Millionaire lead. Cologne for 3. Short, he just has been, and they're going to call a foul on Igawa with a push underneath. And
Coach is upset.
Ruben
is upset.
Yeah, Cologne has been off tonight. He has 2 points and both coming from the foul line.
Well, you know what? That's just solid Millionaire defense.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Credit to the defense there.
He's had a couple decent little spin moves that he hasn't been able to finish.
Oh, little twister there. And a timeout.
Little wobble.
Timeout on the floor. 2:24 to go, third quarter. 44-30, Millionaires lead. WebWeeklyLive.com. We'll be right back.
To help you celebrate Christmas, Aubrey Alexander Toyota is extending its $500 customer Christmas cash to you, or double down for $1,000 more on your trade. There will be financing as low as 1.9%, rebates up to $3,000 on select models, and we have over 150 new Toyotas to choose from. Or check out our pre-owned vehicles starting at $69.88 with a warranty. Payments as low as $149 a month with 0 down. The Christmas cash event going on now, only at Aubrey Alexander Toyota on the Strip in Selinsgrove, and remember, tell them Johnny sent you.
I had nothing to do with that. I announced for them a couple times, but I had nothing to do with that promotion.
We have teamed up with Ford to bring you even more holiday.
All right, we're back. 44 Millionaires. Pirates 30. Paul Public Pirates. Alliteration, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to swing it around. Millionaires, kind of spreading it out and, just working the ball. Trying to let that defense make a mistake. Trying to get into a gap. We're going to need to balance the floor. You look a little opposite. There you go. Hey, you know what? We haven't seen Nash Jones for a little while. I mean, it's actually good when you could rest, one of your leading scorers.
Yeah, a minute and 50
that
to go.
long.
in the third quarter. Evans McQuay with the ball over to Cole Johnson. Johnson thought about it. Takes some time off the clock. A nice move by Brown. Kicks it back to the corner to Jason. Jason, nice move, block, good defense by Banks.
Yes. And, you know, Banks is a strong kid. And just like we said yesterday, Millionaires had a little bit of trouble, you know, with, you know, this. Oh, man, I thought he was going to put another one in.
So did I. Gagu.
Oh, man.
At the doorstep, up and in.
Gagu with the goggles.
Johnson.
Oh, way to break that press. I mean, that press is, man.
And they still haven't backed out of it, which, like I said, Williamsport has had no problems breaking the press.
Now, listen, sometimes the people run press to accomplish different things. Maybe it's not for turnovers. Maybe it's just to control the Millionaires' tempo. Maybe it, you know, is trying to get them to not, you know, sprint up the floor or have different people, you know, handle the ball.
Tossing that over to Evans McQuay. Swings across court to Johnson. Johnson being guarded tightly by Lewis.
A lot of hands there.
Back out, Millionaires. Starting the motion once again. Brown to Tyler. Top of the key. Over to left wing extended. Back to Jason. Swings it back to Cole Johnson.
Hey, listen, Paul is jamming some of those cuts. Not all of them, but they're actually stepping up and jamming some of those cuts. That's why
it's going to be 1-1 here.
And because it's getting a little bumpy.
Oh, no, that's only their third foul.
Because it's getting a little bumpy. They got the big guy back in. Only 26 seconds left.
A lot of pushing going around here. Lewis keeps bumping Cole Johnson. Cole has to just keep his cool. Swings it over to Tyler. Over to Elsie. Back to Evans McQuay. Drives. Ball batted around. Stays with it, and the Millionaires turned it over with 11 seconds to go.
Yes, unforced turnover. A pass that ended up being like equally between two players. Neither one of them knew which one was supposed to grab it.
Jason coming into the game, giving Nasir a break. Last 11 seconds. Also, Marshall Brown is going to give a break to Keenan Brown. Brown for Brown.
I think it's two different Brown families, though. I think.
Banks in the lane.
Kind of pushed off a little bit.
Pushed off. Cole Johnson comes down.
There's another foul. Holy cow.
They're letting it bang around there.
Wow, they missed some stuff in the middle of the floor.
Horn sounds, end of three, 44-32, Millionaires lead. We'll be right back with the final quarter.
Yup, shout out Hoopers Only TV.
Hoopers Only TV, baby.
January 4th. You have to tune in. 2 good games. Hoopers Only TV, Webb Weekly Live. We got, I'm probably butchering this pronunciation, but Minnehaha High School.
And it's possible that Jeremiah might be there, first-class flight.
Yes.
You never know. We're working on
that. Trying to work things out. First, I tell you what, I'll take a coach flight, as long as it's a 4-star better hotel.
There you go. All right, 44-32, Millionaires by 12. The Pirates have gone. Nice defense.
Great defense. Wow.
Ball comes right back to Cologne. Nice spin move.
Cologne loves that spin, and the Millionaires have really jammed that up.
Nothing doing. Banks with the ball. Being hand checked there. Banks off balance shot. No good. Rebounded by Jason. Elsie.
Oh, what a pass. A little bit too far ahead. Keep it a little bit longer. Keep it a little bit longer, and the lane will develop.
7:28 to go in the ball game. Millionaires by 12. They've led the whole game here, every step of the way. Into the game now is Isaiah Hurd. He's been very quiet tonight. Started the game, now just checked back in for the Pirates.
Now the Millionaires have had a control of the game, but this isn't out of reach. They can't get, cavalier,
12 points, a lot of time left.
A lot of time.
And the clock is stopped. Banks at the line. First one is good. 13 for Xavier Banks. Second one hard off the iron, no good. Elsie, smallest guy in the court, comes down with the ball, and he'll start it up court. Millionaires going left to right. Pass to Nasir. Back to Elsie. Williamsport's got to get a good shot this time up the court. Last couple times, couple turnovers, not too many good shots. See what they work for here. Left wing extended is Elsie. Back to Evans McQuay, swings it over to Tyler. Backdoor pass and a cut. Elsie
blew it.
Missed the bunny.
Hey, I tell you what, a well-ran play.
Up and in, Xavier Banks.
He's had they've been able to slow him down early.
Leading
but
scorer.
At this point, he's doing his thing.
Yeah, leading scorer in the game with 15 points. 6'1" junior forward. Lead is down to 9. Boston being guarded by Lewis. Swings it over to Elsie. Elsie back to Jason. Being guarded by Cologne. Swings it back over to Elsie again. Left wing hand check, swings away. Trying to get the ball inside, down low to Nasir. Nasir has the position and uses his body to draw the foul.
And I think he did a great job of, giving a nice hesitation with a little lean body posture. Gets the big guy up in the air, waits till he comes down, and then
that's
jumps.
4.
Oh, and they gave it to 15? I thought they were going to give it to the outside guy who was swinging
that was
for the
3,
shot
yeah.
block.
No, he gave it to 15. That's 4. Nasir's first one up and good.
Okay, now the lead is back to double figures.
And Igago's going to sit down for a little bit.
Yeah, and you know what? And as soon as he comes back in, I'm feeding the post again, guy.
Absolutely,
because
that foul.
Yeah, exactly. He's probably not going to get the 5th foul, but he's going to play tentative as to not get the 5th foul. So that means, probably an easier shot attempt.
Nasir hits both from the line. He has 16 on the night. Payne back into the game for the Pirates. Pass over to Banks. Banks backpedaling.
Asking for the screen.
Got the screen. Banks, foul line jumper, no good. Ball bouncing around, and Lewis tried to save it, but it'll go the other way for the Millionaires. 5:41 to go here, fourth quarter. 11-point Williamsport lead.
And once again, even when Williamsport was starting to stretch it a little bit, it was definitely a competitive game.
Now we're going a full court press here. Cross to Evans McQuay. Here comes the double. Back to Fossenot. Swings it over to Jason. Back out to Fossenot. Being guarded closely by Cologne. Here comes Payne on McQuay, and they're going to get, that was definitely a foul. Not sure what he's jumping around about. Only 5 team fouls here.
Yeah, they got the hand check, but Coach Taylor is still like, rip through with some strong body posture, protect the ball. You can't always count on the calls.
Elsie with the ball.
Just like players make mistakes, referees will miss calls sometimes. You gotta play strong.
Ooh. We had a cutter again. Nasir missed him. 5 minutes to go. Elsie back out to Nasir. Here's a steal by Payne. Nasir's measured him there. And there's going to be a foul by Nasir Jones. He had that measured. He was going for the swat. And
Williamsport is in the bonus shooting. Now, listen, this late in the game, 3 is not a huge deal. If he gets another one, that is a big deal. So I'm not sure what coach is going to do. Is he going to take him out or just leave him in? I might, risk it.
I think he'll leave him in here. 4 or 5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Violation. No basket.
Stepped on the line. I'm not sure if I've seen a high schooler step on the line like that. I seen them step over, like fall over, but just like not check their feet when they're first time for everything.
Second one is
Hits
good.
It. He's really stepped up for them this game.
Yeah, coming off the bench, 6th man for this Pirate team. They're not playing much more than 6. They've been rotating the 7th in here and there, but mostly 6 guys for the most part for the Pirates. Like we said in the open, very young team, only 1 senior on the team, and he's not even playing tonight. He's injured.
Ooh, missed it.
That pass has been there the last 3 times up. Elsie now back up to the Sear.
Sometimes the guy is open, and the angle to make the pass ain't right.
Oh, nice dish. McQuay at the doorstep and puts it in. That's his first 2 of the night. But he's done so much more that hasn't shown up on the box score. And there's steps.
I thought McQuay had a bucket in the first half.
Well, if he did, they didn't mark it down at the scorer's table. We'll go yell at Mike down there.
I'm not doing that. Kenny's down there. I'm not doing that.
Kenny was giving me the history of the Magic Dome here, and when it opened in 1972 and the first game against Altoona here, he's like a history book there.
Oh, no, absolutely. He's an almanac.
Banks taking the ball up. Ball batted around. Lewis lost it off his hands, and it'll be Millionaires' ball. Let's reset things here. 12-point lead, Jeremiah. 3:56 to go. Everything going in the right direction for the Millionaires. They just want to keep that clock running. And they're going to have to be 2 more fouls until they shoot. Ooh, I thought that was going to be 1 right there, but.
Yeah, and I think that's why he didn't go for it. He seen he was that close to the line. And then.
Smart play, though, by Cologne. Keenan Brown into the game.
Advance the ball.
Up the court, no problem with the press.
This press right here is different. This is actually more like a man press.
Brown jumper bounces around the rim and hauled down by Lewis. Another rebound for Derek Lewis. Banks pushes it up. Lewis dishes back to Payne. Looks to drive baseline. Mid-range jumper, no good. Tipped around, rebounded by Jason.
They did secure the rebound.
Up ahead to Elsie, 3:20, clock running. 12-point Millionaire lead. Elsie, a little shake and bake there. Back out to Nasir. Left wing extended. Nasir drives to the lane and count it.
Are they called the block?
Called. Yep, okay. Blocking foul. I didn't know. He was a little late with the signal there. Nasir at the line. Looking to complete the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Up and good. That's 19, matching last night's score for Nasir Jones.
And defensively, they're going to get him out. The big guy is out right now, so they're thinking maybe I can get a few up and down the floors that he can rest and or not pick up another foul, and we'll be good for the last home
Cologne
stretch.
For 3, no good again. Pass all the way up ahead to Jason. Jason drives, turns, jumper, no good. Rebounded by Payne. Payne pushing the ball up court, 2:50 to go. Tries to draw contact and does.
I tell you what, this young man has really played a big role in keeping them alive, just with his energy and just his scrappiness. He's always on the line.
Yeah,
he's always on the line, catching the Millionaires off guard and drawing fouls.
First one on its way and good. Isaiah Hurd checking into the game. Second one is good also. He has 12 for Dalmar Payne. Nasir Jones checking back in. Lead is 14. Brown over to Elsie. Elsie taking it slowly across the timeline. Now he's being guarded by Hurd. Now Elsie broke him down right to the hole, up and in.
Wow. Paul's going to have some better help side defense, some type of rotation. That paint was way too open.
Hurd also just into the ball game.
And
Payne
look,
blocks into the way, and he's going to
He
go
was
to the
not
line.
going to be denied. He just turned and backed down and crossed over until he could get a shot up, and the ref gives him a foul. So, yeah, I mean, he's their MVP of this game for me.
He's going back to the line again.
Now, once again, no disrespect. Banks, obviously he's putting it in the points, and, he's a strong, guard, but.
Banks has 15. Payne now has 13. They have 28 of the 39 points.
Now, here's the other thing. The coach for Paul Public, I'm putting the big man back. 2 minutes,
Yeah,
I'm putting him back in.
He doesn't look like he's moving off that bench there. He's second from the end. Round the rim and out.
And also, I want to see one more dunk. Just be honest.
Over to Brown. Brown splits the defenders, swatted away by Holmes. Ball comes down in the hands of Banks. Banks pushing it up. Nice floater in the lane, up and in again.
It's just strong. I won't be denied guard play that is keeping Paul in this game. And look, that's good senior leadership right there. See, the sophomore went down the floor and the pressure made him take an early shot. That's what they want you to take, early shots, because you have the lead. LZ gets across half court and he kind of steps back and waits for the defense to catch up and ends up getting a foul.
Also, we said that Paul has one senior on the team, Leo Gestro. He is now in the ball game for the Pirates.
This would be a nice team to bring back again next year, see them all 1 year older.
Oh, absolutely. Elsie, first one up and in. Second one round the rim and in.
All right, making him when he needs them.
That's 14 for Amir.
We got to play safe defense.
Gestro from 3, long range. No good.
Yes, number 1 and Payne once again almost has the steal. Almost has the steal. Gets a foul call.
And LZ will go to the line, shooting 2. No, still 1-on-1? Still 1-on-1. First one good.
Now he has to have that type of focus. Millionaires need this type of focus on the foul line in quarter 1 so he can actually create some more distance.
Second one up and good again. Like you said, Jeremiah, making them when they count. Points 15 and 16 for Amir Elzy.
Now here he comes. Here comes Muscles.
Over to Gestro, three-pointer.
I
Good.
want to let you know he's got a taped number.
Yes, he does. He was supposed to be number 10, and a three-pointer by Leo Gestro. They moved him to number 4, I believe. There was a problem with the jersey
problem,
yesterday, yeah.
Well, hey, he stroked it with that taped number.
Elsie, oh, nice move. Dishes back to
And he
Nasir.
brings it back to the top. This is mature basketball.
Lead is 13. Last minute of play in the ball game. Pass down low, Nasir, and he will go to the line. Foul on Zuriel Holmes. Nasir will shoot 2. First one up and good. $14-point lead. Minute 1 to go. Second one is also good.
Yeah, I mean, this type of focus, they need that early. They need that early.
I'll tell you what, great tournament for the Millionaires to get. They were 1-5. They'll come out of this 3-5. 2 good wins.
Something to grow. Yeah, something to grow with. I mean, we all know that the Millionaires are going to start with the toughest schedule in their local area, but having a number of close games they could have pulled off. They were kind of hanging their heads a little bit, but they didn't. They didn't pack it up.
They got an off day tomorrow, and then they got a game Monday up at GAR in the Wilkes-Barre area. Always a tough place to play.
Yes, the new combined Wilkes-Barre team. Coach Taylor said, hey, they had some gritty practices, where they worked on, some of the nuts and bolts of, playing defense.
Nasir misses the first one.
These foul shots are, icing the game. To come back from 14, 15 in 1 minute.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
I haven't seen that before.
Second one on its way is good. Here comes wholesale substitutions now for the Millionaires. See Connor Nyman into the game. Also Xavier Taylor. And to both Browns. And Naeem Conley-Ali also, three-pointer by Gestro, no good. Sounds like an Avengers character. Destro, wasn't it? One of those. And three-pointer, there's Cologne with his first three-pointer tonight.
A way to rip through.
60-47. Kicks it back in the corner to Taylor. Taylor over to Brown. Brown being guarded by Holmes, and there's a foul with 19 seconds to go. Ruben Cologne with 34 seconds to go hit his first three of the game. He had 23 last night, and he's played tough, but he couldn't get a shot to fall. He finally did. Yeah, but a little too late.
Yeah, he tried, but once again, Millionaire defense of denying him the ball so he gets less touches, pressuring Banks and other guards so they drive in earlier, and just moving their feet.
Second one good for Marshall Brown. Drick Bowler with the ball, and he threw it away. 15 seconds to go, 61-47.
And I'm wondering what he was saying, because his hand gestures, was kind of like a "it ain't my fault" type hand gesture, but it was completely his fault.
Oh. Conley-Ali with the foul on Garrett.
He's a quick, athletic kid. We'll see some good stuff from him down the next couple years.
And I'll tell you what, like you said about Paul Charter coming back maybe next year, they got a 6'5 sophomore, a 6'4 junior, a 6'5 sophomore, 6'3 junior. They got some big kids on the team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it would be very nice to see them come back.
And another year, you know how much a year means to these kids in high school basketball. I mean, it's night and day. Second one, no good. And they're going to call another foul. Bowler now will go to the line. 7 seconds to go.
Well, 1 year is 1 year more of experience and 1 year more of maturity. But you know what? It could also be like 1 year more of weight and testosterone.
Sure.
And they can come back, 2 inches taller, 10 pounds heavier.
Absolutely. First one up and good by Bowler. 6'4 junior guard. And a good-looking frame. Got to put a little weight on him in the weight room, and like you said, what a difference a year might make. Second one good, lead at 11 for the Millionaires. 7 seconds to go, pass up ahead to Nyman. Nyman backs it out. and he's going to dribble it out. It's a final score here from Williamsport. Williamsport 61, the Paul Public Charter Pirates 50. We'll be right back for the awards.
Blaze Alexander Ford's year-end tax eliminator. That's right, the time of year where we got to liquidate inventory or pay money to the IRS, and we'd rather give it to you than the IRS. Get into a new F-150 truck with discounts up to $15,177. How about a new 2020 Ford Explorer with a discount up to $8,577? Over 450 new and used vehicles to choose from at the lowest prices of the year, and always get the most for your trade at Route 45. Interest rates as low as 0%. It's Blaze Alexander Ford's year-end tax eliminator. Route 45, Lewisburg, the lowest price guaranteed.
Ford to bring you even more holiday bonus cash on brand new vehicles now until the end of the year. And this is Ford Truck Month, and we have massive savings with up to $13,500 off MSRP on new Ford F-150s. We have new Ford Fusions as low as $19,988 and all-wheel drive Escapes as low as $25,388. All priced at the Blaze Alexander lowest price guarantee, or we'll give you $1,000. So for Christmas cash, no payments until January, and extra holiday rebates, stop and shop to save some green off Route 15 in Mansfield, where we're taking the deals the other guys won't.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a fourth-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
Family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's Loyal Sock behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns.
Jason. Kenneth Brown. Marshall Brown. Xavier Taylor. Naeem Conley Ali. Elijah Frierson. Wilson McDonald. Jeffrey Beagle. Tonight's starters, Amir Elsie. Nazir Jones. James Evans McQuay. Tyler Crosslaw. Cole Johnson. On team championship trophy for the Millionaires, being accepted by the Millionaires seniors. Charter, James Green. From Christiana, Takeshi Dempsey. From Paul International, Xavier Banks. From the Millionaires, Amir Elsie. From the Millionaires, Tyler Crosslaw. Our most valuable player for the tournament from the Millionaires, Nasir Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the 2019 Holiday Classic here at the Magic Dome. We hope you enjoyed the tournament. I hope to see you again in the new year. In the meantime, have a safe and Happy New Year's celebration.
Hoopers Only TV, man. Check it out.
Yup. Shout out Hoopers Only TV.
Hoopers Only
See what y'all
TV,
do.
baby.
Yup, for sure.
Family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's Loyal Sock behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
You pay what we pay, not a cent more? I don't think so. You're actually gonna pay less. Hi, it's Adam at Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie. It's the Chevy employee discount for everyone until January 2nd. With too many models to list, stop in or check us out online at blazealexanderchevy.com and find out which brand new Chevrolets qualify for less than employee price. You pay what we pay, not a cent more? I don't think so. You're actually gonna pay less, and only at Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie. Lowest price guaranteed. Find new.
It's Blaze Alexander Ford's year-end tax eliminator. That's right, the time of year where we got to liquidate inventory or pay money to the IRS, and we'd rather give it to you than the IRS. Get into a new F-150 truck with discounts up to $15,177. How about a new 2020 Ford Explorer with a discount up to $85,77? Over 450 new and used vehicles to choose from at the lowest prices of the year, and always get the most for your trade at Route 45. Interest rates as low as 0%. It's Blaze Alexander Ford's year-end tax eliminator. Route 45, Lewisburg, the lowest price guaranteed.
Savings this big only comes once a year. And that's at the Blaze Alexander Kia Holiday Sticker Event. For a limited time only, Alexander Kia is offering savings up to 25% off MSRP on select in-stock models, or rates as low as 0% for 66 months. You'll also find the best warranty in the business at Alexander Kia, with coverage for 10 years or 100,000 miles. Make the most of every mile and take a trip up the creek for the Blaze Alexander lowest price guarantee.
Make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com. Lift your knees. You gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
All right, we're back here at the Magic Dome. With, I said, if Williamsport had a Bourbon Street, you'd be the mayor here. Nasir Jones, tournament MVP, 22 points tonight. Copped with 19 last night. That's 41 by my math in 2 games. You are the tournament MVP. What does it mean to you?
It means a lot to me, especially as me as a junior. Oh, yeah, especially as me as a junior, it means a lot.
Absolutely. You played a fantastic game, and so did your team. 2 wins in a row now for Williamsport. You guys started off 1-5. I said it last night. You guys keep getting better and better. You have an off day tomorrow,
right,
and then back at it Monday up at GAR. Talk to me a little bit about the Paul Charter team. You played a little bit about who was tough under there. How did everything go?
Number 15, he's only a sophomore, but he's real tough. If you let him get a rebound, he's dunking it on your head.
Yeah.
But we got to box out more at practices and stuff.
Yeah, well, he got himself in a lot of foul trouble. But like I said, your size inside was too much. Last night, Cologne, Ruben Cologne, one of their guards, number 12, he had 23 points, and I'll credit it to your defense. Tonight he had 5. 2 foul shots from the line, and he hit a 3-pointer with 34 seconds to go, and that was his 5 points for tonight. But I'll tell you what, tremendous defense by you guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Best of luck moving forward, and hopefully Monday night you guys come up with another victory.
Thank you.
All right, congratulations. Tournament MVP right here, Nasir Jones. Let's bring in Amir. You can put your stuff down there, no problem. All right, we're here at another all-tournament team, Amir Elzy, number 1. Amir, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what, we talk about senior leadership all the time. And I've seen you play a few times over the last 3 years, and I'll tell you what, you are dynamic. You play defense. When I played, they used to call it a foamer from the mouth. You are foaming from the mouth there, hands on the wheel, 10 and 2, overplaying the point guard. You shut down for the most part. Like I said, Ruben Cologne, who had 23 last night. You guarded Banks. You pressured him. He made him work for every shot. But like I said, you set a lot of things up there. Tell me how you run this offense and what the senior leadership means to you.
So the senior leadership leads to me a lot. So as I bring the energy, everyone else will. So it's like I make sure I have the energy on defense. I'm talking a lot, so everyone's on the same page as me. When we're on the same page, we're dangerous.
Absolutely, and 16 points on the night, and tremendous. I don't know how your assists up here, but you had a ton of assists. You made things happen. When things get close, they're going to always look for the leader, and you seem so calm and cool and collected down there and make things happen as your teammates now are dunking down here on the court.
Right.
But like I said, you guys, I said this to Nasir, 2 games in a row. You guys have been playing well as of late. You guys play a tough schedule.
Yeah,
You know, it doesn't matter wins and losses sometimes in the end to measure a team how good they are. But you guys are tough, and you beat 2 good teams the last 2 nights. He's having an off day tomorrow, now up to GAR. What do you look for Monday night?
So Monday night is the same thing. Same pressure, same energy, same everything.
Okay, it's a 61-50 final here. The Millionaires are tournament champions of their own holiday tournament. Last year, you guys fell a little bit short. You guys capitalized this year. Thank you, Amir, for joining us. For everybody here at WebWeeklyLive.com, Hoopers TV, I'm Paul Bowe for Jeremiah Washington. We'll see you next week on the 4th of January, Loyal Sock taking on Danville. Good night, everybody.